Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to pilot a flying tank that can chew through armored vehicles with a cannon that sounds like the wrath of the gods? That's the A-10 Thunderbolt II, better known as the Warthog, a beast of an aircraft that's been saving lives on the battlefield for decades. Today, we're diving deep into its story, from its gritty origins to its uncertain future. If you're as fascinated by aviation legends as I am, hit that subscribe button, share this video with your fellow gearheads, and let's get into it. The A-10 Thunderbolt II is a single-seat, twin-turbofan, straight-wing attack aircraft designed specifically for close air support, or CAS, of ground troops. Nicknamed the Warthog for its rugged, unattractive appearance, think bulky nose, exposed engines, and a no-frills design, it's anything but ugly in action. What sets it apart from sleeker fighters like the F-16 or F-35 is its singular focus, loitering low and slow over battlefields to provide pinpoint support, shrugging off damage that would down other jets. Originally built for anti-tank roles during the Cold War, its mission has evolved to include counterinsurgency drone hunting and even acting as a bomb truck in modern conflicts. It's the only aircraft the U.S. Air Force ever purpose-built exclusively for KS, making it a unique icon in military aviation. Let's trace its roots back to the development history. The A-10 emerged from the lessons of the Vietnam War in the 1960s and 1970s, where U.S. forces realized they needed a dedicated aircraft to protect troops from enemy armor and ground fire. Helicopters like the AH-1 Cobra were vulnerable, and fast jets couldn't linger effectively. This led to the AX program in 1966, a competition to design a low-cost, survivable KS plane. Fairchild Republic beat out Northrop's YA-9 with their YA-10 prototype, which first flew in 1972. The key driver, fears of Soviet tank hordes overwhelming NATO and Europe. The A-10 was engineered to decimate them. It entered service in 1977 after rigorous testing, including live-fire trials that proved its toughness. Over the years, upgrades like the Precision Engagement Program in the 2000s transformed it into the A-10C, adding digital avionics, smart weapons integration, and all-weather capabilities. These evolutions have kept it relevant far beyond its initial 20-year lifespan projection. At the heart of the Warthog's design is its incredible survivability. It's built like a tank with wings. The aircraft features straight, high aspect ratio wings for excellent low-speed handling, twin General Electric TF-34 turbofan engines mounted high on the rear fuselage to avoid ground debris, and offset landing gear that allows for a massive cannon under the nose. The pilot sits in a titanium bathtub armor enclosure that can withstand 23mm rounds, protecting against small arms and anti-aircraft fire. Redundant systems abound, dual hydraulics with manual backups, foam-filled fuel tanks that self-seal, and the ability to fly with one engine out, half a wing missing, or even no tail. This design shines in low-altitude operations, where it can hug the terrain at speeds as low as 150 knots, spotting targets that faster jets might miss. It can take off and land from short, rough airstrips near the front lines thanks to its sturdy build and large tires. In recent years, adaptations have included counter-drone tech, allowing it to hunt small UAVs with its cannon or missiles, a far cry from its tank-busting origins. No discussion of the A-10 is complete without geeking out over its armament. The star is the GAU-8 Avenger, a 30mm 7-barrel Gatling gun that's literally built around the plane. It's as long as a Volkswagen Beetle and fires up to 3,900 rounds per minute with that infamous brrr-t sound. Loaded with depleted uranium or high-explosive incendiary rounds, it can shred tanks from over a mile away, penetrating armor equivalent to a main battle tank's. But the Warthog isn't a one-trick pony. It carries up to 16,000 pounds of ordnance on 11 hardpoints, including AGM-65 Maverick air-to-ground missiles for precision strikes, cluster bombs, rockets like the Hydra 70, and even JDAM smart bombs. Electronic countermeasures include chaff, flares, and radar warning receivers to evade threats. Modern upgrades have integrated targeting pods like the Lightning or Sniper for day-night, all-weather precision, turning it into a versatile platform for everything from troop support to infrastructure demolition. Performance-wise, the A-10 isn't about speed. It's about endurance and precision. It measures 53 feet, 4 inches long with a 57-foot 6-inch wingspan, powered by those TF-34 engines producing 9,065 pounds of thrust each. Top speed is around 439 miles per hour, but it excels at combat speeds of 300 to 350 knots, with a combat radius of about 800 miles and a service ceiling of 45,000 feet. Maximum takeoff weight hits 51,000 pounds, and it climbs at 6,000 feet per minute. Compared to the F-16 supersonic dashes or the F-35 stealth, the A-10's strength is loiter time. It can hang over a battlefield for hours on internal fuel, providing on-call support. Fuel efficiency from the turbofans allows extended missions without constant refueling, making it ideal for drawn-out engagements. The A-10 has seen several variants and upgrades to stay combat-ready. The original A-10A entered production in 1975, with 715 built by 1984. A two-seat YA-10B prototype was tested but never produced. The big leap came with the A-10C in 2007, featuring glass cockpits, HOTAS controls, and integration for GPS-guided weapons. The wing replacement program in the 2010s addressed fatigue cracks, installing new wings on over 170 aircraft to extend life to 16,000 flight hours, potentially into the 2040s. The Hog Up, High Off Boresight upgrade program further tackled structural issues. Experimental ideas like adverse weather enhancements have been explored, but no major new variants emerged due to budget constraints. Operationally, the Warthog has a storied history across major conflicts. In the 1991 Gulf War, A-10s destroyed over 900 Iraqi tanks, 2,000 vehicles, and 1,200 artillery pieces during Operation Desert Storm, proving its anti-armor prowess. It shone in the Balkans in the 1990s, providing CRAS in Kosovo. Post 9/11, it was a workhorse in Afghanistan and Iraq from 2001 to 2011, racking up thousands of sorties against insurgents. Against ISIS in Iraq and Syria, A-10s conducted precision strikes, including in urban areas. More recently, in 2024, they flew Overwatch in Syria, and in March 2025, additional Warthogs deployed to the Middle East amid Houthi threats in Yemen, serving as bomb trucks for coalition operations. Idaho Air National Guard units sent A-10s to U.S. Central Command in late March 2025 for these missions. Combat losses are low, only about 7 in major wars, often from surface-to-air missiles, underscoring its durability. Non-combat incidents like a 1988 mid-air collision or a 1997 training crash in Colorado highlight risks, but also the plane's forgiving nature. Today, the A-10 is operated exclusively by the U.S. Air Force and Air National Guard, with no international exports permitted due to its specialized tech. As of August 2025, the fleet stands at around 162 active aircraft, down from the original 715, following retirements like 56 in fiscal 2025. Key units include those at Davis-Monthan AFB in Arizona, though squadrons are inactivating. For instance, withdrawals from South Korea began in January 2025 as part of modernization. Training continues, with exercises like bomb drops at Camp Grayling in Michigan as recent as August 2025. Proposals to export to allies like Ukraine have been floated but rejected, keeping it a U.S.-only asset. Controversies swirl around the A-10's future, especially retirement plans. The USAF has pushed to phase it out since the 2010s, citing high maintenance costs, over $4 billion saved by divestment, and vulnerability to advanced air defenses in peer conflicts like with China or Russia. The latest plan accelerates full retirement of the 162 jets by fiscal 2026, aiming for complete phase-out by 2027, 2 years earlier than 2029. Congress has often blocked this, with advocates arguing no replacement matches its KAS effectiveness. A Senate bill in July 2025 proposed saving some. The F-35 is touted as a successor, but critics say it lacks the A-10's loiter time and cannon firepower. Meanwhile, the Warthog adapts. In 2025, it's evolving into a drone hunter and heavy bomb carrier, as noted in recent analyses. Post-retirement, many will head to museums, like the Warhawk Air Museum in Idaho, or facilities in Tulsa, acquiring examples in 2025. Finally, the A-10's cultural impact is legendary. It starred in movies like Transformers, where its cannon roars into action, and video games such as A-10 Tank Killer or DCS World, letting players experience that brrt. Memes abound online celebrating its ugly but deadly vibe, and aviation enthusiasts rally to save it. Myths include its ability to fly home on one engine after massive damage. Often true, it influenced designs emphasizing survivability, like future KS concepts. In a drone-dominated era, its legacy as a troop savior endures, even as retirement looms. Is the Warthog irreplaceable, or time for something new? Let me know in the comments. That's the full story of the mighty A-10 Thunderbolt II. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe for more aviation epics, and share with your friends. It helps the channel grow.